10 signs someone is not interested in you. Hey there, my lovely friends. It's your man, Kyle. Welcome back to the channel where we explore the depths of life, relationships, self-improvement, and cover everything in between. Picture this. You've met someone new. You feel a spark, but something just seems off. Maybe you found yourself wondering, are they actually into me, or am I just reading the signals wrong? It's a common and oh-so-human question. And that is exactly what we're unpacking today. The 10 subtle signs that someone just isn't that into you. Research suggests that we humans are actually pretty lousy at hiding disinterest. There are always little hints and clues that can reveal our true feelings. Some of these signs may feel a bit familiar and might have you questioning some of the relationships in your life. The last one especially got me wondering about a certain someone. If you're here for the first time and find these topics as intriguing as I do, consider subscribing and tapping the notification bell. Trust me, we have some great videos lined up. Now let's get on with today. Sign number 10. They're too busy all the time. Now we all have jobs, hobbies, family commitments, and social lives. But if you notice that someone is perpetually too busy to spend time with you, this could be a sign that they're not as interested in you as you might hope. Now, this doesn't mean that they're not busy, but if they never seem to rise up on their priority list, it's a big red flag. Take note of whether they're making an effort to include you in their life, or if they're continually making excuses about why they can't see you or talk to you. Remember, we all make time for the things and people that truly matter to us. Are they showing signs that you matter to them? Or are they always tied up? Trust your gut with this one. You'll know if something doesn't quite add up. Sign number 9. Elusive eye contact. Ever heard the saying, the eyes are the windows to the soul? Well, science backs it up. Research shows that prolonged eye contact can actually increase feelings of intimacy. So when you're into someone, we naturally want to connect, to engage, to lock eyes. Now picture this. Someone who continually shies away from eye contact with you, could it be that they're just not fully present, or worse, not interested? Before jumping to conclusions, bear in mind that a lack of eye contact can also signal shyness, social anxiety, or even reflect cultural norms. However, if they also show some of the other signs we discuss here, it might suggest that they're not as keen as you'd like. Sign number 8. They're curiously incurious. Did you know that curiosity is a major player in successful relationships? It's true. A spark of interest is often what ignites the flame of deeper connections. So when we're truly interested in someone, we naturally crave to uncover everything about them, their passions, their fears, dreams, and even their favorite midnight snack. Now, do you find that this person seems to rarely inquire about your day, your interests, or your hopes and dreams? Is their conversation heavy on the me and light on the you? While it's not a crime to chat about oneself, a one-sided conversation where your stories and experience are left unexplored could initiate a lack of genuine interest. A true connection is about give and take, a mutual interest in understanding each other's words. If that's missing, it might be time to question if they're really into you. Sign number 7. The selective memory syndrome. Let's take a moment to ponder. When you're truly engrossed in a conversation or passionate about a person, don't you hang on every word that they say? This deep interest nudges us to remember significant details about them. But what if someone consistently seems to have memory lapse when it comes to your conversations, your shared experiences, or even essential elements in your life? Sure, we all forget things from time to time. It's part of being a human. But consistently overlooking major details like your birthday, your pet's name, or that heartwarming story you shared can signal their attention and interest might not be as invested in you as you thought. Remember, genuine interest breeds attentiveness. So if they're persistently forgetful, it might be time to assess where their interest truly lies. Sign number 6. Physical contact is awkward or absent. Here's an interesting nugget of information. Research suggests that physical touch can stimulate areas in our brain associated with warmth and compassion. So when we're drawn to someone, we instinctively seek physical proximity and touch. A gentle touch on the arm during a conversation, a warm hug to say hello or goodbye, or a comforting hand on the shoulder during a difficult moment. These are all forms of physical contact that suggest a person is comfortable with you and may even be attracted to you. Now let's consider a person who constantly maintains their physical boundaries or seems uneasy or stiff when you initiate contact. Doesn't quite add up, does it? Of course, personal comfort, cultural nuances, or past experiences might dictate these behaviors. But if a consistent lack of physical touch accompanies other signs of disinterest we're discussing, it might indicate that they're not as committed to you as you'd like to think. Sign number 5. They never initiate contact. In any healthy relationship or budding romance, communication should be a two-way street. If you find that you're always the one to initiate contact, whether it's a text, a call, or planning a meetup, this might be a warning sign. It could be that they're just not as invested in the relationship as you are. Remember, a person who's genuinely interested will want to talk to you, see you, and spend time with you. They'll make an effort to reach out and check in with you, not because they feel obligated, but because they genuinely want to. If you're always the one making the first move, it might be worth reconsidering whether this person is truly interested or just going along for the ride. Again, don't jump to conclusions based solely on this one sign. Some people are naturally more reserved, or they might not be great at taking initiative. But if you notice a consistent pattern where you're always the one reaching out first, this could be a sign of their lukewarm interest. It's a delicate balance to figure out, and only you can decide what feels right in your situation. Sign number 4. Their responses leave a lot to be desired. This isn't about how quickly they text you back, but rather the depth and engagement of the responses. Have you ever shared something exciting and received an uninspired cool or nice as a response? When there's a genuine interest, conversations are lively. We pose thoughtful questions, express curiosity, and fully engage in the discussion. If their responses are frequently brief and lacking the zing to keep the conversation rolling, it might signal that their interest level isn't quite in sync with yours. Sure, we all have busy days and distractions, but if their comments consistently lack engagement and enthusiasm, it's worth asking yourself, are they really into you as you thought? I can assure you this, a person genuinely interested will make a real effort to connect with you. Sign number 3, masters of the shallow end. This is when they always seem to keep conversations at surface level. In-depth conversations, where you share personal experiences, dreams, fears, and aspirations, help build intimacy. These deeper conversations show that you trust each other and are genuinely interested in understanding each other better. However, if someone consistently steers the conversations back to surface-level topics, it might suggest that they're not comfortable opening up or they're not particularly interested in deepening the connection with you. If you've ever found yourself in a conversation where you feel like you're diving into the depths of the ocean while the other person is just dipping their toes in the shallow end, you know what I mean. It's okay to have lighthearted chatter. Not every discussion needs to be an existential debate. But if you feel that they're persistently dodging deeper topics or they seem disinterested when you bring them up, it could indicate that they're not looking for a deeper connection with you. Relationships, even at their very early stages, involve a certain level of emotional investment. If they're frequently evading this, their interest level is way below what you deserve. Sign number 2, the vault personality. The vault personality refers to a person who never seems to share any personal information with you. A person who is interested in you will usually open up about themselves. Sharing personal experiences and stories is their way of inviting you into their world. However, if they avoid sharing personal stories or seem uncomfortable when you ask about their past or personal experiences, this could be a sign that they're not ready to let you in or that they're not interested enough to do so. Now, this doesn't mean they should still spill their deepest, darkest secrets right away. Everyone has their own pace for opening up. But if you're sharing personal stories and they always keep things very general or change the subject when it gets a bit personal, it indicates a lack of interest in building a deeper connection. Again, remember to consider other possibilities. They could be reserved, shy, or dealing with trust issues. But this behavior is consistent and paired with other signs from this list. It's definitely not a good sign. Sign number 1. They avoid planning future events with you. Ever tried to plan future events only to receive a vague response? When someone's into you, they can't wait to create memories, be it a concert next month, a birthday party, or even a small getaway. However, if they avoid talking about future plans with you, it might hint that they're not visualizing a future that has you in it. If your invitations are met with the ambiguous replies like maybe or we'll see, that's the sound of warning bells. It's almost as if they're keeping their calendar open, unwilling to book you in for future plans. These non-committal responses, especially when they become a pattern, usually mean that they're simply not into you as you'd hoped. And there you have it, the 10 signs someone isn't interested in you. Remember, you are the only one who defines your worth, and you deserve someone who sees and cherishes that.